Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Yo, what is up, squad? It's your main man, KiddStan. Today we are back with another Finesse Kid video. Now, guys, alright? So, it's actually something I wanted to talk about, bro. I was kind of just going through Roblox. I was like, you know what? You know, some cool stuff. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this and that here and there. And I was like, man, kind of missing some One Piece content, bro. I have a game personally coming out, a One Piece game, because I know some of you guys are gonna be thinking about, yo, just make some content on your One Piece game. I do have a One Piece game that's currently a work in progress with a beautiful One Piece team, or One Piece team, a beautiful dev team. So, like, you know, just show that off real quick. Got a pretty nice One Piece game in the works right now, being made. But I didn't want to make a video on that game yet, bro. I was like, all right, I'm not gonna make a video on this game yet, mainly because I just don't think it's time. I think it's too early. And I was like, dang, bro, I really want some One Piece content. And I was like, oh yeah, update 11 for Blox fruits shouldn't be that far away, because I believe they're just adding some revamped stuff and maybe like a few new like a new Delph fruit and a new fighting style to Blox fruits. And they're adding Awakening Delph fruits, and I was like, bro, Awakening Delph fruits is going to be such a legendary thing in Blox fruits. So I decided, yo, you know what? There are so many cool Delph fruits that they need to have in this game, like awakened Delph fruits that they need to have in this game, because it would be the most amazing thing ever. So I decided, you know what? I'm gonna make a video on the top 3 Delph fruits I believe deserve an awakening. All right, these are the top 3 Delph fruits I believe deserve an awakening, mainly because of the reasons that I'm going to go into in just a moment. But before we get into the video, I'm gonna need y'all to do me a favor. All right, first things first, if you guys do enjoy this video, do me a huge favor. If you are new, hit the subscribe button. But if you are subscribed and haven't done so already, turn on the notification bell. So you know when your boy uploads another dope video just like this one, especially to get prepared for when that Blox fruit update drops. Might do some live streams, might do some videos, so you definitely want to be here for that. Also, I'm continuously updating, like I would say continuously updating in my community tab for about my game. So if you're interested in that, make sure to, you know, subscribe and also follow me on Twitter. But in addition, make sure to hit that like button, okay? Also, if you guys are interested in my game or want to find out some more information, I will be dropping the Discord link to the game itself in the description below, so make sure you guys check that out if you haven't joined that already, okay? All right, but we here to talk about Blox fruits. So we are going to discuss the top 3 Delph fruits that I believe deserve an awakening. And the reasons why I feel like these fruits deserve an awakening is simply because of the fact I feel like it'll change so much. It'll change the dynamic of the game. I feel like it'll bring some pretty cool aspects to the game, and I feel like it'll just make a huge change, you know what I mean? It'll add some pretty cool stuff, just by the fact that Blox fruits is just known for having good Delph fruits. It's just known for having really good Delph fruits, right? So first thing on the list, I'm going to have to put the Delph fruit. All right, now before you guys start attacking me like, yo, what are you talking about? You don't know what you're saying, bro. Why would the Delph fruit be on this list? All right, if you look at the Delph fruit in Blox fruits, aka Mochi, I'm probably just gonna refer to it as Mochi because it's going to throw me off calling it dough. But if you look at that Delph fruit in the game, it's a pretty nice solid Delph fruit. It was a really good PvP Delph fruit, did crazy amounts of damage, very popular Delph fruit you know, for a good reason. Like Luffy had just finished fighting that the user of that fruit. The user of that fruit ended up being some really high, being a high leveled or high tier pirate, being Big Mom's first sweet commander, which is a really high rank, being a commander of an emperor. And dude, honestly, this fruit is just it has a huge arsenal. It has a huge arsenal, and I believe that this fruit got cut extremely short because of the arsenal that it was given. So it has like the frying dough, the sticky dough, the dough wheel, yada yada yada, and the barrage punching dough. I don't have the names off the top of my head. I'm sorry, but it has those moves, and I feel like, am I missing one? Dough wheel, the donut, sticky dough, one that you shoot out. No, that's wow. Okay, so the reason why I think that this is such a needed thing for the Devil Fruit is because the Devil Fruit got cut short from what it actually is. This Devil Fruit was supposed to be a pretty strong Devil Fruit because it had a huge arsenal in the show. Devil Fruit had so many more moves that could easily be added to the game. I understand that a lot of those moves were just were because of categories abilities, but I feel like a lot of those moves could also be implemented into the arsenal itself. And I feel like because of the fact that it got nerfed so hard, that Dough users got cheated so hard, that they should compensate for that by buffing, giving it a buff version of itself within the form of an awakening. Giving it an awakening is logical because of the fact that you're not just buffing the fruit to be completely just overpowered, but you're buffing it to the point where it has an awakening to where it makes sense for why it's as strong as it is. That way you can have the fruit still be as strong as it should be, still be a higher tiered fruit, and still be worthy of being considered a commander level fruit, a first commander level fruit of a freaking emperor, dude. And I feel like it got cut short really quick. All right, next up on the list we have Rumble. Now this is the Goro, the lightning devil fruit. I feel like this fruit could be so amazing. It has, dude, Anel, I'll repronounce it, Anel. He had one of the sickest arsenals in all of One Piece. And realistically speaking, if there were two different factors, if he had strong hockey, and if he had fought anyone besides Luffy, he could easily become one of the strongest people in One Piece history. And his fruit was, you know, countered super hard. And I think it was countered logically because, you know, it made sense to me to why Luffy was able to just demolish him. But it is such a high potential fruit. The fact that this character was able to take over an entire species, because or I wouldn't say species, but entire race, an entire group of people being in the form of Skypians, I feel like that would be such a crazy like fruit to have an awakening for, because he also has that gigantic form where he turns into I'm trying to remember what it's called. It's when he turns into like a big, like that big blue thing, that little big blue giant. Give me a second. I will find it. What is it called? I'm trying to think of what it was. It was like 200 million something, like 200 million volt something. But it was like a form where he turned into this gigantic like being made of lightning, dude. And that was like the sickest thing ever, where all his freaking attacks were just buffed. He was blasting and shooting electricity. He was just making like he was like basically just kind of like making L Thors just cast everywhere, but whatever. He's just shocking everything and like just disintegrating everything in sight with just lightning. And I feel like this would be a cool thing to have in the game, because not only is there awakening, because we have the confirmed awakenings that we have are Mera, Ice, and then Gura. All right, so the fact that those are all, they all have like offensive awakenings in terms of just extra moves. This way we can get an awakening in the form of a form. You know, if that makes sense. An awakening in the form of you actually physically changing, and I feel like that would be a really cool aspect to have. Like, imagine a fight between a Buddha user and then like the Amora form user, like the Goro user in his Amora form, awaken, casting and summoning like gigantic bodies of lightning and electricity. I feel like that would be such a cool thing to have in the game, and it would change, like I said earlier, the dynamic of the game, because it would give like different things for people to choose from, rather than just, hey, you get this fruit, here's some extra, you know, stronger and bigger moves because you got an awakening for it. It's no, hey, here's a completely new form, this is gonna change your move set from this to this because you're this new gigantic cool being of electricity, right? So last but not least on the list, which is at number 1, is actually, now you guys gonna be like, what? You guys are not gonna expect this. So I was considering and debating on whether Gear 4 could at least be considered an awakening, and I come to the conclusion, I knew this beforehand, I just wanted to believe that this was a possibility. It still could happen in Blox routes, but realistically it wouldn't be like, it wouldn't be canon or logical to the show of One Piece, right? So I was like, all right, Gear 4 can't be an awakening, because it's not an awakening, it's more of just like a physical enhancement. You know, it just is, I feel like it's a little bit, it's not the same as the Mora form, it's a little bit but you can, you know, there's a quick honorable mention. You know, Gear 4 is a quick honorable mention, but I feel like the Dove Fruit that deserves a true legitimate awakening is the one Dove Fruit that had a true legitimate confirmed awakening, and that is String Ito. Now, the reason why I believe String deserves it is because that is the only legitimate awakened Devil Fruit that we've seen in game. You know, it was like a new concept. It introduced awakened Devil Fruits to us. I said in game, in the show. It introduced it to us in the show, and that was the only time we saw awakened Devil Fruits. We never got to see any other Devil Fruits considered or go into a quote unquote awakened form, to where, you know, they were able to do what Doflamingo was able to do. Now I'm not sure if, I'm trying to remember, I'm not sure if he said that his awakened form specifically could make everything turn to string, or if he said awakened forms in general can turn random things into whatever their Devil Fruit was. But his was super cool because he was able to turn things to string, summon gigantic bodies of string, and you can make such cool movesets out of it. Not only that, because him being the only confirmed awakened Devil Fruit user, like, he has a huge arsenal using his awakened string in many One Piece games, like the Burning Blood games and the Pirate Warrior games. Like, he has his awakened moves in there, so you can literally just pull those out of there and apply that and add them to the game. You know, it's not like you have to not taking jabs. It's not like you have to make up stuff. It's like literally all there right in front of you to grab and apply to what's already you're just applying something that already exists. That's the reason why I think that fruit deserves to have an awakening out of any other fruit, because it's the only actual real awakening that exists in the world of One Piece, as that we know of. Now, with that being said, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think should be added as an awakened devil fruit in the game. Let me know how you feel. You know, let me know what you think. You know, let me know if you have your own list. If you do have your own list, tell me down in the comments below. Make sure you guys hit that like button. If you guys are new, do me a huge favor, hit the subscribe button, please. And in addition to that, make sure you turn on the notification bell. But with that being said, until next time, guys, we are out.